What's up, everybody? My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Umineko When They Cry Answers Arc. Last episodes, we started this Halloween party thingy and picked a piece of cake. We got the almond on the first try. I don't know if you just always get it, though. You might. I'd have to assume so, but whatever, we got an almond, yay, and then, we started doing quizzes and stuff, and, oh boy, are some of them difficult. I only got it wrong once, so I just reloaded and got it right again, because I'd like to get all of them right. I think it was Genji's that I fucked up because I'm stupid, but I literally guessed on Kumasawa's and Nanjo's and got them right, so, you know, whatever. Either way, let's just get back into this. There's, like, I think there's 10 more people who have questions for us. There's, like, because we got Kinzo, we got Kraus, we got Natsuhi. We still have Jessica, we have George, we got them. Beatrice, we have Rudolph and Kyrie, Battler, Maria, Rosa, we got Genji. Shannon and Cannon we still have, and then Goda and Kumasawa. So, yeah, we did those two. Okay, so, yeah, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then I guess we've done 10. Whatever, let's just get into this. Who should we get a puzzle from next? What about those two? Shannon and Cannon. Sure, looks like they'll put up a good fight.
Do you need something, Eva and Angie?
Don't be stupid, Shannon. They're asking us for puzzles.
My apologies.
Shannon was as absent-minded as ever. However, Cannon looked extremely calm and would probably have a well-polished puzzle ready. Okay, I'll go first. Use that time to think of a puzzle, Shannon.
Okay, sorry.
So if I'm buying time for Shannon to think up a puzzle, I'll have to make one tricky enough to keep you stumped for a while. You've got guts, kid. Let's have it, shall we? Show us the hardest one you've got.
Don't provoke him. I want an easy one.
Now that I have Eva's permission, allow me to present an insanely difficult puzzle. Leave this to me. I'll solve it. I mean, Eva was able to solve the epitaph. Okay, so we have 9 so far. So this is our 10th one. Okay. A scholarly king once decided to give out prizes to the learned people of his land. The one who won the copper prize got 29 gold coins. The one who won the silver prize got 47 gold coins. The one who won the gold prize got 79 gold coins. So how many gold coins were given to the one who won the platinum prize?
Huh?
The platinum prize. Platinum's usually always more than gold. So that means it would be either D or E. Right? D or E? Yeah, that would make sense. But, how many gold coins were given to the one who won the platinum prize? How does this puzzle work? He decided to give out prizes to the learned people of his land. Okay. Copper got 29, silver got 47, gold got 79. How many gold coins were given to the one who won the platinum prize? I don't get it. That's weird. Okay. Maybe it's something to do with the periodic table? Because copper, I'm pretty sure, is CU. Silver is AG, and gold is AU. Platinum... Is platinum on the periodic table? It'd be PT, right? But I don't know how that... Okay, we'll just ask Ange and Eva.
The number of coins are really different and kind of weird.
Wait a second, Cannon. What are you thinking? There's no way she'll be able to get this one, right? This is just to buy time until Shannon can think up a question, so forgive me.
Thank you. I've thought of a question.
Understood. Now then, Eva and Angie, I'll give you a hint. Copper is 29, silver is 47, and gold is 79. That's the hint.
That's just what you said in the question. That's not a hint.
Yeah, no shit, it's not a hint. Copper is 29. Oh, I was thinking right. Silver is 47. Oh, so that's it.
Huh? You got it. I get it too. Platinum is better than gold, so the prize must be more than 79 gold coins.
No, that's a trap. It's the periodic table atomic number. That's wrong. With these rules, the platinum prize is probably worth less than the gold prize. Isn't that right? It is as you say. Seems you've already found the answer. This puzzle is impossible for Angie. You need to have gone to middle school at the very least. I'll answer. Is that alright, Angie?
Sure. I'll leave it to you.
Okay. Platinum... Yeah, it's 78. I believe. Platinum is on the periodic table. I'm pretty sure it's 78. Because that's the only way this would make sense. See. Correct. Yeah!
Awesome, Ange and Eva! Why? Why is it 78 coins? Platinum is better than gold, then why does gold get more coins?
The number of coins you get is always the same as the atomic number of the prize. I knew it. Copper is 29, silver is 47, and gold is 79. And by the way, platinum is 78. So the platinum prize gets you 78 gold coins.
Ange and Eva, you're incredible! I don't know what an atomic number is, but whatevs.
Dad once told me that Aunt Eva was an enthusiastic studier, and really smart even back when she was in school. Even George, her son, is smart, so Aunt Eva must really be incredible. Still, that was a pretty nasty riddle to choose. You should have at least given one that Angie could understand. You did give me permission to show her the hardest one I've got.
That's right, you said it yourself. That's why we got a puzzle that was too hard for me.
Isn't my fault. Sorry, Angie. But look, we got a medal, so please forgive me. We got another medal. Just how many have we gotten so far? But we still have a lot left to get. Yeah, we've got 10. Next up is Shannon. It's probably gonna be something dummy easy. You got 1 medal. Yay. Oh yeah, speaking of riddles. A comment I got last episode said that it was a missed opportunity that Krause's wasn't about the moon. Okay. How? I don't see the connection there. It's probably just something dumb that I forgot, but whatever. If someone can explain that to me, then that'd be nice, because I don't remember why, or I don't know why Krause's should have been about the moon, but whatever.
Mine isn't that hard, so you can relax.
After all, you managed to think it up.
You're making fun of me. Then do you want to have a go at it too, Cannon?
Bring it on. Sounds like you'll be able to understand it this time, Angie. I'll stick to giving hints again.
Okay, I'll do my best. I'll solve it. Another medal for me. Let's go then. Listen carefully.
Okay.
W equals white chocolate. P equals pepper jack cheese. A equals anchovy pizza. O equals lemonade. Question mark equals black coffee. What letter does the question mark stand for?
You know, I would immediately go for B if lemonade was L. So what would this be? If W's white chocolate, pepper jack cheese, anchovy pizza, lemonade, black coffee, it can't just be B. It wouldn't be B. But W, A, and O are already used, so would it have to be I? But who's to say it doesn't have to do that? Why is lemonade O? Hell, why are the other ones W, P, A, and O? Is this something like the latest letter in the alphabet is what's used? Because W, well no, then anchovy would have to be Y. It's the earliest no, because A and O are vowels. This is a tough one, actually. It's probably something dumb that I'm just forgetting. White chocolate, pepper jack cheese, anchovy pizza, lemonade, and black coffee. What do these have to do with their letters? W starts with... White chocolate starts with W. Pepper jack cheese starts with P. Anchovy pizza starts with A. Lemonade has an O in it, but it doesn't start with O. Yikes. How did... Shannon, what the fuck is this? Is it supposed to be dumb easy? Okay, what? I'm thinking, like, measurements now. Because, like, lemonade is measured in ounces, which starts with an I, but black coffee is also a liquid. So that would also be measured in ounces. WPAO. WPAO. I'll just ask Eva.
I don't get it. What do the letters mean?
Could it be the first letter of each word? That's what I thought at first. White chocolate starts with W, pepper jack starts with P, and anchovy starts with A. But then, how do you explain lemonade being O?
Do you get it?
If it's about letters, spelling out big words like that is hard.
You don't need to know how to spell any hard words. If you and Eva work together, I know you'll be able to solve it. Don't you have any more hints? I do. I'll teach you the letters for some other foods. First, watermelon is W. For P, how about picante potatoes? Albacore tuna is an A. Orange lime sherbet would probably be an O.
It really does sound like the first letter is the key. But then how do you explain lemonade being O?
I love W foods. Cookies and cake are W, right? That's right.
What? So, it isn't the first letter after all. What's going on? It's a W group about desserts, but watermelon isn't a dessert. P is picante potatoes and pepper jack cheese. A is anchovy pizza and albacore tuna. Those both have to do with fish. Watermelon isn't a dessert, but it's like something kids like. Picante potatoes, pepper jack cheese. O is lemonade and orange lime sherbet, so those are fruits. Just what are these groups?
I sort of get it, but I sort of don't. It's a little annoying. One last hint. I'm sure your parents don't let you drink coffee, but do you know how it's supposed to taste?
Bitter.
I had a little once. I thought it was going to be sweet, so I was really surprised. I'll never drink it again.
I've got it. Ange, thank you. Thanks to you, I've probably figured it out. Okay, so coffee's bitter. Okay. But... Okay. What? So chocolate, watermelon, cake, those are W's. Why are they W's? P is pepper jack cheese. And also picante potatoes. A is anchovy pizza. O is lemonade. Those are, but watermelon's a fruit, and that's W. This really is tough. Watermelon's a fruit, and it's W. Orange lime sherbet and lemonade. But orange lime sherbet's also a fucking dessert. Pepper jack cheese. Picante potatoes. Feels like there's some connection between those. Like cheese, potatoes. Chocolate, watermelon, cake. It has to have a certain ingredient, right? Would it be an ingredient? I don't have a clue. Anchovy pizza, albacore tuna are A. What else would go in the same group as black coffee? Like tea, maybe? Or other... Okay, so it has to do with the taste. So O's are sweet. A's are fishy. P's are probably spicy. And W's are... But what? Oh, maybe O is sour. So then, bitter. So that means it would have to be B or I. But the thing is, none of them actually stand for what they are, so... Like, W, if W is supposed to be sweet foods... Oh. W is the second letter in sweet. P is the second letter in spicy. A, I don't know. O's the second letter in sour. Okay, it's D. See, Angie? Think about the taste of all these foods. How does white chocolate taste?
Sweet.
And what about pepper jack cheese?
Spicy.
Then how about anchovy pizza and lemonade? I see, so that's what it is.
Anchovies are salty.
Okay, salty.
Lemonade is sour. So what is it? Do the letters match the tastes?
In a way. That's right. The second letter of sweet is W. Okay, there we go. The second letter of spicy is P, salty is A, and sour is O. So what does black coffee taste like?
Bitter.
Exactly. And the second letter of bitter is... Wait, when did you drink coffee?
Nice job. You got it right, Eva and Angie.
That was a very tough one, but I like that. That was an interesting one. It didn't require me to think back to fucking chemistry.
And Eva, you're so awesome.
We had to work together to solve that one. It's a team effort.
And here is my medal. Please take it. Alright, I got another medal. Thanks. You didn't get it, did you, Cannon? I'll bet it was hard.
Not bad, coming from you, Shannon.
Why don't you try saying sorry for making fun of you? If you don't, I'll make all your meals O and I.
O is one thing, but eating I all the time would be awful.
I want to eat W all the time.
Careful, you'll get cavities. But if you ever come to my house to play, I'd be more than willing to share. Hey, if your food's too W, it's ridiculously hard to eat. One time I went to someone's house for dinner, and the dessert was strawberry shortcake, and it was the sweetest fucking strawberry shortcake I think I ever had. It was difficult to eat. It was good, don't get me wrong, but God, was it frickin' sweet.
Yay! I love you, Aunt Eva.
In the end, Cannon caved under the threat of I cooking and was forced to apologize to Shannon. Woo! That brings us to 11 medals? So that leaves 7 people.
That's all for our puzzles. Did you enjoy them? Yeah, thanks.
Alright, so there's still Rudolph, Kyrie, Rosa, Maria, Jessica, George, and Battler, and Beatrice. Seems the others still have some brain twisters waiting for you. Please be careful. Good point. Everyone left looks like there'll be a challenge.
But we'll win. We can do it if we work together.
That's right. Let's combine our wits and move on.
Goodbye, and good luck.
Okay, so who's next? Shannon and Cannon returned to the kitchen with the serving cart. The dining hall was filled with such an exciting and fun atmosphere. But out here in the corridor, one was reminded of the fierce winds and the rain. But they were satisfied with this. The whole point of this noisy farewell party was to forget the loneliness of the rain for just a little bit.
So we've reached the end of this long game.
I feel relieved. Finally, we won't have to be toys for anyone else. I'd like to be quietly forgotten, to get covered with dust and vanish.
You're wrong. We aren't going to vanish like that. In the new world locked inside the cat box, our future will continue, unknown to anyone.
You're right. Sorry. That's a world that even we can't know about, so I forgot.
Just what kind of future will we make for ourselves in the cat box world?
I don't know. That's why it's called a cat box.
Good point.
Don't you have any regrets, Shannon? About George, for instance? Receiving that ring is all you can do for George. As for marriage, living together, and all the rest.
Our future inside the cat box is what will make all that come true, isn't it? I'm not the only one. It's the same for you, right? What about a future for you and Milady Jessica? I could break off my engagement with George, then leave the island and disappear. That future is also possible for me. In that world, you wouldn't have to hesitate for my sake. You could enjoy your youth to the fullest with Milady.
If you gave up on your engagement with George, that sort of world might be possible.
So, since it's a cat box, the world where I spend my life with George and the world where you spend your life with Milady can both exist at the same time. It's a world where any contradicting dreams can exist at once. That's the world we'll be put away in as pieces. So there's no need to be lonely, no need to be sad. Even though the me here right now can only observe the part where I accept George's ring.
The other me who lives in the cat box in a world I cannot witness will surely build a happy life in the future. The cat box is such a strange thing, a place where any pieces and toys and dreams can be kept. It's no cage sealing us in. On the contrary, being inside the cat box means being free from everything in countless worlds. A world where we're freed from everything, and yet where all of our wishes come true. However, the me in that world won't be the me here and now. That's a bit depressing.
Hey, Cannon!
Yes?
Let's do it.
Do what?
Let's have a duel.
Are you sure?
We both wish we'd settled this much sooner, and yet we've put it off until the last moment, just before the game is going to end.
Sure. The game is nearly over anyway. Now at the very end, it's time for us to settle things by ourselves.
That way, we'll be able to see our future before we're put away in the cat box.
Sure. Let's do it. How will we decide it? A coin? Or with pistols again?
In that case, why don't we have our own quiz tournament?
Huh? You're really getting into this.
Okay then, first question.
Goodbye, culprits. Oh boy, it's Maria's turn. Here comes the obvious wolves and sheep puzzle.
I'm gonna give Angie a really hard one. I'll trick her with my extra hard puzzle and make sure she never gets my medal. I'll solve it. I'll definitely solve it.
As soon as Maria and Angie crossed gazes, they started fighting. The two girls so close in age were really good friends, but they also fought a lot. Especially when they were opponents in a game. Maria probably knows tons of different quizzes. This should be interesting. Let's have it.
Not now. I'm the star, so I'll go after Mama.
Really? You're sure it's okay for me to go first?
Yeah!
Let's begin. Ready? Okay. Okay, Rosa. Rokanjima is about to explode. There's only 1 hour left until the explosion. Rosa can make it to the stack of ingots in the underground VIP room in 3 minutes. Yeah, she's not bitter about the last game. However, the ingots are heavy, so she can only carry one out at a time. Furthermore, it takes her 5 minutes to carry it up to the surface. She starts at the surface and goes back and forth between the surface and the underground VIP room. So how many ingots can Rosa carry out of the underground VIP room? Okay, so you have an hour. It takes you 5 minutes to carry it up to the surface. Rosa can make it to the stack of ingots in 3 minutes, so 8 minutes per ingot. If you have 60 minutes, so 48 would be 6. And then 56, so you'd have 4 minutes left to spare. It should be 7. Right? Oh, no, wait. Do you start there? She starts at the surface. Okay, so 3 minutes, she goes down and grabs it. Okay, I should probably write this. I have my piece of paper out from last episode just in case. So 3 minutes. There's only 1 hour left until the explosion. She can make it to the stack of ingots in 3 minutes. The ingots are heavy, she can only carry out one at a time, and it takes 5 minutes to carry it to the surface. Starting at the surface and going to the underground VIP room. How many ingots can Rosa carry out of the underground VIP room? Okay. So, 60 minutes. 60 divided by 8. I have this here, my calculator. 60, that's 600, divided by 8 equals 7.5. There's probably a trick to this. I would just say 7, but I want to think it through, because last time I didn't think it through, I got it wrong. Okay, so 3 minutes to go down. 5 minutes to go up. So that should be 8 per ingot. So if there's 7.5, she should be able to go for 7. Is there a trick? She can only carry 1 out at a time. She starts at the surface and goes back and forth between the surface and the underground VIP room. How many can she carry out of the underground VIP room? 1 hour until the explosion. She can make it to the stack of ingots in the underground VIP room in 3 minutes. Ah, I think I see the trick. So, 8 times 7 is 56. So that would mean there's 4 minutes left. However, in those 4 minutes, I'm actually gonna save just in case. Because I might just be overthinking this, but whatever. There are 4 minutes remaining, and it takes her 3 minutes to go down into the underground VIP room. So if it takes 3 minutes, there's 1 minute left. Which means she has enough time to take an 8th ingot out of the underground VIP room. We'll check the hint first, just in case. I guess you don't need a hint for this one. You're right. I made it for Angie. It's probably a bit too easy for you, Eva. An hour is 60 minutes, and it takes 8 minutes for each round trip. Good luck. I know you can solve it. I won't give you a hint this time. Okay, I'm gonna say it's E. 8 ingots! Are you sure? It takes 8 minutes to carry each ingot to the surface, right? 8 times 8 is more than 60. That's right! But the question was, how many can she carry out of the room? Rosa only has to take 1 step out of the room to carry it out. Nice going, Angie. All of those puzzles have really warmed you up good. That's right. To do 7 trips, you need 8 times 7 equals 56 minutes. There are only 4 minutes left, however you can make it back to the underground room in 3 minutes, then carry out the 8th ingot in the last minute.
Not bad, Angie. Nice one. Ew. I'm not gonna lose to you, Maria.
Congratulations, here's my medal. Now you can try the puzzle Maria picked out just for you. It's a wolves and sheep puzzle. If it's not, then I'd be surprised. Alright, cool. That's my 12th medal, I think? I don't know. Oh god, this song.
So, it's finally my turn. You took so long on Mama's easy puzzle that I got a little worried.
I didn't take long. Don't fucking judge me.
There's no way you'll ever solve this one. I've got Ange and Eva with me and we'll solve it together.
You're not even the last one, Maria. It's gonna be dummy easy.
Impossible, impossible, impossible! Even Ange and Eva can't solve this one. Wolves and sheep puzzles are incredibly hard.
Oh, yep, I knew it. They're actually stupid easy. From her handbag, Maria pulled out a wolves and sheep puzzle book that was worn out, well used, and had a majestic feel to it like a grimoire.
You know what a wolves and sheep puzzle is, right? I know. You show me those all the time.
They're puzzles about using a boat to take everyone from one shore of a river to another. They usually have a few bizarre rules. When there's wolves and sheep, you can't let the number of wolves on either shore get bigger than the number of sheep, right?
Yeah, that's right. Send a boat back and forth, moving everyone to the other side while making sure that there are never more wolves than sheep. But the ones with just wolves and sheep are the simplest, easiest, plainest beginner's basic practice puzzles. When you get to the higher levels, you have many things other than wolves and sheep. It's pretty clever.
Shall we write this down on a piece of paper? I have a piece of paper.
Good idea. That'll definitely make it easier for you to sort out your thoughts.
Sounds like this puzzle will be a handful.
There's no way you're getting my medal, Angie.
I've had a good track record of guessing so far.
I won't lose. I'm not gonna lose.
Okay, this is a long one. Oh my god. Something else is an answer. What the fuck?
You must use a 2-passenger boat to carry each person to the opposite bank of the river.
Okay. On the near bank, there's a peasant, his wife, a shepherd, a sheep, a cow, some meat, and some vegetables. All these count as 1 passenger on the boat. Jesus. The boat can only be rowed by the peasant, his wife, or the shepherd. If the wife is with the shepherd while the peasant isn't around, they'll run away together. Okay. If the shepherd is... Wait. Okay, I see. Peasant and his wife.
If the peasant isn't around, the wife and shepherd will run away together. If the shepherd is near the meat when both the peasant and his wife are not around, he'll eat it. If the sheep is near the vegetables when the shepherd isn't around, he'll eat them. Okay, if the cow is near the vegetables when none of the humans are around, he'll eat them. It's a lot of trouble to unload the meat. So once it's been unloaded once, it can't be unloaded again. The vegetables are easily bruised, so they can only ride the boat once. Can you achieve the objective in the smallest number of steps? This is crazy. So we have to have everything cross. I'm gonna, hell, flip the paper over. This is gonna take a minute. Okay, so the boat can only carry 2 at a time. So we have the peasant, the wife, the shepherd, a sheep, a cow, meat, and veggies. Okay, so it's a 2-passenger boat. Everything... Okay, the boat can only be rowed by the peasant, his wife, or the shepherd if the wife is with the shepherd. Okay. Is there any combination to take only one of the people without the other people fucking off? So if I take the peasant, the wife and shepherd will run off, so I can't take the peasant on the first trip. If the wife is with the shepherd while the peasant isn't... Yeah, if the shepherd's near the meat when both the peasant and his wife aren't around... Okay. So if I just leave... Oh, this is actually stupid easy. The wife just has to row back and forth, constantly taking shit. So, step 1. Wife... And we'll just say veggies. Wife and veggies. They go across. Step 2, wife goes back. Step 3, wife and we'll say... The cow doesn't eat the veggies, right? If the sheep is near the vegetables, okay. Oh! The cow will eat them. Okay, I should change veggies to meat. I'm gonna change the veggies to meat. So the first thing, wife and meat go across, then the wife comes back, then the wife and, we'll say, the cow. Because the cow won't eat it. Wife and the cow go across. Yeah, the wife and the cow go across. 4, the wife comes back. Well, does going back count as a step? What counts as 1 step? Whatever, we'll just keep going. 5, the wife and we'll say the sheep. The wife and the sheep go across. 6, the wife comes back. Okay, so the meat, the cow, and the sheep are across. So we still have the peasant, the wife, the shepherd, and the veggies. So if I bring... Okay, I think I need to bring over the shepherd. No. No. Okay, 7. The peasant... The peasant needs to go across now. No. Wait. Huh? No. If the peasant and the shepherd are together, then we're fine. If the wife brings the peasant across now, the shepherd isn't with the meat. So I think the wife and peasant need to go across, because the meat's on the other side. Wife and peasant go across. Then 8, the wife comes back. No, the peasant should go back now, right? Because the wife can be left alone. Alright, 8, the peasant goes back. 9, we'll say the peasant and the shepherd.
Yeah, peasant and shepherd go across. And then 10, the wife needs to go back. So the shepherd keeps track. Yeah, the shepherd keeps track of the sheep. And there's the meat's there, but so is the peasant, so the shepherd won't eat the meat. And the cow can't eat the veggies. The veggies aren't even there, actually. So the shepherd and the peasant are over there, so there's just the wife and the veggies. So 11, the wife and the veggies go across. That should be right. 11. So let me just make sure I got this right. So the wife and the meat go across. If the wife and the meat go across, that leaves the peasant and the shepherd behind. Oh, and the veggies. As well as the sheep and the cow. But there are people, there's at least the shepherd. So the cow and the sheep won't eat the veggies. Right. That's why you can't have the shepherd go immediately, or else you immediately lose. If that's exactly what you do. Yeah, the wife and the meat. So the shepherd won't eat the meat. Because the meat's on the other side, the meat can only go once anyways. Does going back count as a step? I don't know. But whatever, the wife goes back by herself. Then the wife and the cow go across. When the wife goes across and leaves the cow there, there's just the cow and the meat. Then the wife goes back, then the wife and the sheep go across. Is there any rule between the sheep and the cow? So the wife with the shepherd, while the peasant isn't around, they run away. If the shepherd's near the meat, when the peasant and his wife aren't around, he'll eat it. I'm gonna just ask just in case to see what counts as a step. Wait a second. Whoever heard of a puzzle with such complicated rules? Did you only know about the ones with wolves and sheep? It's got lots of complicated puzzles that you've got to deal with in different ways. See? You don't get it either, right, Angie? Please, give me a hint. You have to organize your thoughts carefully. Only the 3 humans can row the boat. Then you have to memorize all the things to look out for. When the peasant is away, you can't leave his wife with the shepherd. When both the peasant and his wife are away, you can't leave the shepherd with the meat. When the shepherd is away, you can't leave the sheep with the veggies. You also need someone to watch the cow, but any of the humans can do that. Still, I guess the meat is the real key to the whole thing. Oh, I see. You can't put it on the boat again once you take it off, but that doesn't mean you can only take it across once. Huh? You can't put it on the boat again once you take it off. But that doesn't mean you can only take it across once. That's right. The veggies really can make only one trip, so once you've sent them across, you can't get them back. But as long as you don't take the meat off the boat, you can take it back and forth as much as you want. What would be the point of that? It's so complicated. Even after thinking about it, I don't get it at all. We'll have to write it down and sort our ideas. Do you want a pen and paper too, Angie? Impossible, impossible! You'll never solve it! If only you just give up. Thinking is a waste of time for the incompetent. Can this really be solved? Don't tell me there's actually some contradiction that makes it unsolvable. Who knows? What the fuck is the point of leaving the meat on the boat? Because if you leave the meat on the boat, you just have the same fucking person bringing it back and forth. What counts as a step? Is back and forth one step? And what even is a step? It's a lot of trouble to unload the meat, so once it's been unloaded, it can't be unloaded again. What's the point of that? I have it set to 11. Let me think this through, because... Okay. Okay. Everything... It's a 2-passenger boat. Wait. To carry each person to the opposite bank of the river. There we go. You only have to bring the people across. So if you leave the... Okay. That's easy, then. That's so dumb easy. Alright, you only have to bring the wife and the peasant and the shepherd.
So you can definitely do it in less than 10, right? However, I think for the sake of it, you have to make sure, like, the cow and the sheep don't eat the veggies and the shepherd doesn't eat the meat. Right? To bring each person. Ding ding. So, yeah, you just have the wife bring, we'll say the veggies across first. So the wife brings the veggies. So then we can just leave the cow and the sheep on the other side. Then the wife brings the shepherd. Then the wife brings the peasant, and there you go. It's gotta be less than 10, but just in case I'm gonna save. Because I do want to get this right first try, honestly. Say. This really is a nasty problem. Can it really be solved? Is there some trick to it, like throwing things into the river without using the boat? Or making the cow eat the vegetables so that they can be carried as one passenger? Oh, who knows? If that's as far as you can go, maybe you should give up, right? Even Rose is fucking just like, give up, bitch. This one's really hard. Even Mama couldn't solve it, but I solved it on my first try. So do you get it? How many trips does it take to get every person across? This isn't a cheap trick or a riddle, right? There's no way you can solve this straightforwardly, right? No, that's not true. I'm sure you'll get it, Shannon. Eva, smart as you are, how many trips does it take to get every person across? I've got it. 3 trips. Yup. Huh? 3? How? It's easy. The peasant and his wife get on the boat, then the wife gets dropped off on the other side in the first move. Okay, that's not what I did. Then the peasant takes the boat back across in the second move. Then he crosses with the shepherd in the third move. But what about the cow and the sheep? What about the meat and the vegetables? But Aunt Eva, it said to take every person across, right? Those other things aren't people. Huh? As Aunt Eva's mouth flopped open, Aunt Rosa started applauding. After clicking her tongue, Maria joined in. Okay, so it doesn't matter if the meat or the vegetables are eaten. That's right, the question just asks how many moves it would take to move each person across. The animals and luggage never had anything to do with it. I only got it because you kept saying every person over and over again, Mama. Oh! Aunt Rosa had probably said it so much as a sort of hint. Without that, even I wouldn't have figured it out. So Maria was fooling us by saying, oh, you can leave the meat on the boat. Come on, I was totally taken in. That was a mean question. Come on, Maria. Give Angie her medal. Oh. Whining like an unhappy dog, she reluctantly handed the medal over. I grabbed it and started jumping around like a happy dog. As Maria smiled at me from behind, her face was bright, just like a big sister's. I got a medal! So that's, how many now? Should be 13, right? That's the end of our riddles. Let's play again sometime, okay? Next time I have a really nasty puzzle that's even harder. One so hard that even I couldn't solve it. No way! I'm not playing with Maria anymore. Look, Angie, your parents are waving at you, so let's go. See you later, Rosa. Sure. Later, Angie. There aren't too many people left with puzzles for you. Keep it up until the end. Make sure you keep cheering her on, Eva. Of course. We got all these medals by working together, right? Yeah! We dashed away. Dad and Mom are waving at me from over there. I'm sure they've thought up some mean problems. Still, they have to be easier than Maria's. I hate Maria. She's such a meanie. Okay, Angie. So, there's just... What? Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Hi, Sakutaro. So there should just be Rudolph, Kyrie, Battler, Jessica, and George, right? And Beatrice. Oh, you bullied her too much with that puzzle. Well, I wanted to play with Angie a lot. If it was an easy one, she'd solve it right away, right? You really love Angie, don't you? I hate her. She made fun of you and called you a stuffed animal. Maria pouted as she said this, but her expression didn't match her words at all. I hope Angie finds happiness. I'm sure she will. After all, look at all the people here wishing for her happiness. And now Battler is the game master and he's set up this final game just for Angie. After all this, there's no way she won't be happy. Still, even though anyone can make happiness appear, you can only ever grasp it for yourself. That's right. That kid really is bad at finding fragments of happiness. Even though we tried to teach her how, she's been covering her ears for 12 full years. This game might be much harder for Angie than Battler thinks. I'm sure Angie will find happiness. Yeah. If she really does enjoy herself at this party, that itself might be the greatest lesson we can teach her now. Angie is the girl who doesn't believe and says that everything is a trick, no matter what magic is shown to her. 12 years in the future, that girl will become the last person to inherit Beatrice's name. At one point in time, that kid understood my white magic. Yeah, and she understood me too. She even summoned all of the 7 sisters and understood magic itself, and yet she still can't use magic on herself. Oh, hi, Beatrice. Let us believe, just as Battler did once in the past. Banto! It's easy to cast magic on others, and believing in other people's magic is not so difficult. The hardest thing is casting magic on yourself. Is that something Angie can do? She can. Even Battler managed to understand magic. Of course his little sister will be able to do the same. You're right. There are some kinds of magic that we can only see when we're kids. And there are some that only adults can understand. Right now, Angie is between the two of those. She's lost the magic of children, but she has yet to understand the magic of adults. It's the most painful period of one's life. So sad that she didn't have anyone close to her at a time like that. That's not true. We're always by that kid's side. She just doesn't believe it. Angie, please, realize that quickly. There's so many people smiling at you from behind, watching over you. If you just turn around, we'll be able to smile so much more, and talk to you so much more. You're Angie Beatrice, the final witch of Mariage Sorcière. Even if you aren't able to do the right thing in the end, I pray that you can at least enjoy yourself tonight. Have fun, Angie. So long. The time we spent together feels so long, yet so short. Even so, for me, those memories are eternal. Alright, time for Rudolph and Kyrie. It's probably gonna be about murdering people. How's it going, Angie? Did you get a ton of medals? I wonder how many it is now. Me too. Let's count them later, okay? Seems you've been given quite a few puzzles already. Yeah! Once I get your puzzles, I think only the cousins are left. Is that so, huh? Alright. Time to take a shot at Mom and Dad's puzzles. I'll warn you, they're gonna be hard. Everyone says the same thing, but we just keep on solving them. Yeah! We'll get those medals together. That's the spirit. Okay, I guess I'll go first. Okay, Kyries. Okay. There were 3 girls. Wait, I should read it in her voice. There were 3 girls. Miyoko, I'm the oldest. Satoko, Rika isn't the oldest. Rika, Miyoko is a liar. Nipa. Okay, I like that tie-in. Only the oldest of the 3 girls is speaking the truth, so who's the oldest? Ha! Huh. Only the oldest is speaking the truth. Okay. We need to find a contradiction here, then. Was there a girl named Miyoko in Higurashi? Because there was Satoko and Rika. I have no idea, and I don't remember, but whatever. Miyoko, I'm the oldest. Rika, Miyoko is a liar. It has to be one of those 2, then. So that would mean Satoko's lying, which would mean Rika's the right answer. Right? Because Miyoko and Rika's contradict each other. If Miyoko's the oldest, then Rika's obviously lying. But that would also mean no, wait. Because Rika could be the second oldest. Okay, let me think this through again. If Miyoko says that she's the oldest, that would mean Rika's not the oldest, and which would mean Satoko's lying, and Rika would also be lying. So yeah, if Satoko is telling the truth, then oh shit, it could be any of them then. Okay, what? If Satoko is the oldest, then that means she's telling the truth. Rika isn't the oldest. That means the other two are lying. If Rika's telling the truth and says Miyoko's a liar, that would be... This could work anyway. Am I just misunderstanding something? Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, that means they would be lying. If Miyoko's the oldest, that would mean Satoko is lying. Which would mean Satoko is saying Rika is the oldest. That's a contradiction. It can't be Miyoko. Alright. Satoko, then. If Satoko is the oldest and says Rika isn't the oldest, that would mean Rika's lying and says Miyoko isn't a liar. And that would mean Miyoko is the oldest. If Rika is the oldest, then that would mean Satoko is lying and says Rika is the oldest, and Miyoko is also lying and says she isn't. It's gotta be Rika then, so I've just come full circle. Oh, I should have asked, actually. Rika! That's right. Nice job, Angie. Hard to imagine such a smart girl being related to that dolt of a father. Yeah, sorry for being a dolt. Nice going, Angie. Did you think of all the combinations? Yeah. If Miyoko is the oldest, then what Satoko says is true. Only the oldest person is supposed to tell the truth. So that doesn't make sense. That's right. Then, what if Satoko's the oldest? If she is, then Rika would be telling the truth when she says Miyoko is a liar, which doesn't work. So Rika has to be the oldest. Good job. Here's my medal for you. Congrats. Thank you, Mom. Alright, and that's Kyrie's puzzle down. I was expecting hers to be a lot more difficult, but it seems like she just thought of that on the spot. Rudolph is up next. I wonder what sort of puzzle he has for us. Well, I guess I'll do a liar puzzle too. Let's crank it up a notch this time. Oh boy. Oh, it's the same fucking thing. This time, Miyoko, Satoko, and Rika are all wearing masks. None of them know who is who. We'll have them write on paper so no one can recognize the voices of the others. Girl on the right, the girl in the middle is Miyoko. Girl on the middle, the girl on the left is Miyoko. Girl on the left, the girl on the right is Satoko. Of these three, Miyoko is speaking the truth, however Satoko and Rika aren't necessarily lying. So who are the three girls from left to right? Ah! What? Okay. And you have literally every possible combination for the answers. Okay, I need to write shit down. So Miyoko is speaking the truth, but the others aren't necessarily lying. None of them know who is who. So the one on the right is saying that that Miyoko is in the middle. The one in the middle... Ah! I see the trick. I see the trick. Left has to be Miyoko. Because right in middle, Miyoko wouldn't say where Miyoko is. So if Miyoko's telling the truth... Yeah. Miyoko has to be on the left. And Miyoko's telling the truth, so the one on the right is Satoko. So that means it's E, Miyoko, Rika, and Satoko. I know who Miyoko is. She's on the left. After all, the girls in the middle and on the right will say that someone else is Miyoko. If they were Miyoko, they couldn't lie and say that someone else was Miyoko. That's right. Miyoko was supposed to be honest. So when someone says that someone else is Miyoko, they can't be her. So since the middle one and the right one aren't Miyoko, the left one automatically is. And since Miyoko speaks the truth, then it's also true that the kid on the right is Satoko. Which means that the only kid left, the one in the middle, is Rika. Perfect. You solved it like it was nothing. Angie, you really are smart like your mom. Dad rubbed my cheek and hugged me. Oh, how nice. I got a medal. So all that's left is Battler, Jessica, George, and assumedly Beatrice, if she has one, which she probably does. It's all for our puzzles. Listen up, Angie. Life will lead you through countless puzzles. Aunt Eva's here to help you now, so it's okay to rely on her. However, you'll have to solve most problems in life by yourself. When that happens, you must remember the advice you've gotten from those who have helped you in the past. Okay. I get it. Eva, take care of Angie.
Yes, of course. Even though the cousins were the only ones who hadn't given us puzzles, Mom spoke as though I was leaving on a long, long trip. Weird. Let's go, Angie. The game will be over soon.
I wonder what Grandpa will give us for getting all these medals.
Me too. Still, we've already gotten many things that are far more wonderful than that prize.
What do you mean?
We've all had a lot of fun talking to you like this, Angie.
I don't get it. You're weird.
I'm sorry. Let's go on then. Now all that's left are the cousins and Beatrice, I guess. Then Rudolph and Kyrie are gonna cry. What is it? Why did you tell me to come over here? Is this something to do with Angie? No, that's not it. Rudolph put a cigarette in his mouth and toyed with his lighter. Though he should have done this easily, he somehow managed to mess up several times. I wanted to take this to my grave. No, to hide it away in a cat box. If I just kept my mouth shut until tomorrow night, I'd be able to do that. It'd be easy. I might be killed tonight.
Okay, this shit again. What is the point?
That's what I wanted to talk about.
I knew it. I knew you were hiding something.
Did you? Guess I still need more practice.
If it isn't about Angie, then who is it about? You aren't talking about Asumu, right?
It's about Battler.
It comes to the same thing. I've tried to behave as an adult towards Battler, right? Even though he's Asumu's son, I've tried to treat him the same as Angie. I do think of him as a child in our family, so don't worry.
He's not just a kid in our family. He's my kid and yours.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to let me draw the line there.
You don't get it. He's my kid and yours. Oh, I see. So his whole thing with just saying, I might be killed tonight means you're probably gonna kill me when I tell you this. I see.
What?
You didn't have a stillbirth. Asumu did. Back then, when I was double timing the two of you, I got myself stuck and couldn't find a way out.
You don't mean...
Asumu and I were married. You and I were cheating. Then Asumu had a stillbirth and you gave birth. My head was a mess with it all. The sin Rudolph committed when his mind was at its most chaotic was to switch the two babies. I was even better off financially back then. I was young and I didn't give a damn about what lengths I went to. I threatened the hospital while slapping them with money and switched your kid with Asumu's. If Kyrie had a child, Rudolph would have to maintain two households. However, if Kyrie had a stillbirth and a child who survived was Asumu's, that would settle everything. The stillbirth might even have given him a chance to break off his relationship with Kyrie. It was a grave sin, one that simply couldn't be forgiven as an act of youthful enthusiasm and immaturity. That's why I should be apologizing to all three of you. I forced Asumu to raise a kid that wasn't hers. That woman wasn't anywhere near as generous and accepting as she looked. There's a chance she figured it out. However, she raised Battler, who loved her as a mother, with all the affection she had. And in Kyrie and Battler's cases, he had to atone for an even greater sin. He stole every moment of everyday family life that they should have shared as mother and son. Until this very day, Kyrie had believed that Battler was Asumu's child. Though she had acted kindly towards him on the surface, she had always kept a distance in her heart between herself and Asumu's son. Finally, Rudolph's conscience had been unable to bear seeing her like that.
But
Kyrie sank into a crouch, unable to speak. Feel free to curse me. In fact, I couldn't complain if you killed me where I stand. That's how horrible my sin against you is. This is the secret I wanted to confess before the cat box closes over us.
Battler...
I'm so sorry, Kyrie. And to you, Battler. Huh. Okay, then. So that's something. Come to think of it, we've already gone through a lot of puzzles.
Yeah! Now there's only George, Jessica, Battler, and Beatrice left. Oh, they're finally here.
We could hardly wait. Thought you might have forgotten about us. Finally, we challenged George and Jessica. Sorry to keep you two waiting, so did you think up some incredibly hard ones for us?
We decided to give you one puzzle together.
Oh, really? My, even one riddle from this pair sounds challenging. It's a special puzzle we made just for Angie, so good luck.
I'll solve it. I'll definitely solve it. Okay, then let's go. Jessica, let's set them out. There you go. They place 3 small, colorful cubic boxes on the table. What? 2 of these are traps, the other has a medal inside. Angie, do you think you can guess which one has the medal in it? Not without a hint. That would just be luck. That's right. So far, this is just a test of luck with 3 choices. In other words, your odds of winning are 1 in 3. George, this isn't a quiz. It really is just a test of luck. The puzzle comes later. Let's continue. Okay, Angie. Which of these has a medal inside, do you think? Just say the first one that pops into your head. A red box, a blue box, and a green box. There's no way to know which one it's in. This really is a test of luck. In a way, this is even worse than a hard puzzle. After all, if you solve a hard puzzle, you'll always be right. But in the very beginning, I picked the almond with a 1 in 15 chance. Compared to that, a 1 in 3 chance is 5 times easier to get. There's no point worrying about it. Might as well test my luck again. Then this one. The red box. And let's set this box right in front of you. Wouldn't it be great if there was a medal inside? So let's start with a little warm-up. What's the probability of the medal being in that red box? 1 in 3. That's right. If this really is a simple test of luck. Are you sure, Angie? Are you absolutely sure you're happy with that red box? After all, we're gonna make you open it in a second. If it's a trap, it'll be really scary. Jessica grinned threateningly. Are you happy with the red box? The medal might be in the blue box or the green box. Do you want to change your mind? It's not fair for them to scare me like that, not after I've already made my choice. And I know. All of the boxes have the same probability of having a medal in them. Whether I try to open the red box or change my mind and try the blue or green boxes, the probability will be the same. So stick with your first choice as my motto. Motto. I'll stay with this red box. I won't change my mind. I'm happy with the red box. I'll bet on it. That's the spirit. But seriously, the traps are terrifying. Why don't we show you just how scary they are? Jessica laughed creepily, then opened the green box. And then, bang, oh fuck. Pumpkin monsters and ribbon came flying out of the box. It scared me a little. No, that's a lie. It scared me a lot. If that came flying out of the box I opened, right at my face, I might fall to my knees and start crying. Angie, are you sure you want the red box? Something really scary might come flying out, okay? Are you sure you don't want to switch to the blue box? I'm not scared. I'll stick with the red box. You're going a bit overboard, Jessica. So one of the boxes is now gone and there's only 2 left. This is where the puzzle starts, Angie. You mean, which box is the medal in? You have the red box that's been sitting in front of you the whole time and the blue box here in front of me. Which has a higher probability of having a medal inside it? That's the puzzle. What? There are 3 boxes, a red one, a blue one, and a green one. One of those boxes has a medal inside, and the other 2 have terrifying traps inside. Since this is both of their puzzles, I'm just gonna, read it normal, because I don't do 2 voices at once. I picked the red box, then Jessica spoke, are you sure you want that one? The trap boxes are really terrifying. I'll open one and show you, and she opened the green box, showing me that it was a trap box. Only the red box and the blue box were left. Do you want me to open the red box, or do you want to switch? So which box has a higher probability of holding the medal? The red box or the blue box? What? It can't just be they're both the same. It's either red or blue. Probably. Okay, so green had 1 inside. Is there some fucking, is there a trick to this? She opened the green box, showing that it was a trap box. Only red and blue were left. Do you want me to open the red, or do you want to switch? Are you sure you want that one? The trap boxes are really terrifying. I'll open one and show you. Is it blue? I'm gonna save, because this is fucking... Ah! I don't know what to think of this. Ask Ange and Eva. Even though we don't know what's inside, there are 2 boxes, so there's a 50-50 chance of the medal being in either. They're both the same, aren't they? I thought that too. Still, that would make the answer too obvious, wouldn't it? I wonder if there's some trick here. Or that itself might be the trick, and the obvious answer could be the right one. It might be one of those classic puzzles that trips you up by making you think too hard and suspiciously. I have 2 questions for you, is that okay? Go ahead. Who do these 3 boxes belong to? You? Jessica? Well, yeah. In other words, you know which colors are traps, right? Yeah, of course. Thanks. And now for my second question. A second ago, you opened one of the boxes to show us how scary the traps were. Would you have done that no matter which of the boxes Angie chose? That's right. I figured giving her a bit of a scare would make for a nice psychological warfare tactic. Thanks. Those hints will be enough. Hints? Huh? I'm completely lost. How are Aunt Eva's questions just now hints? So the boxes belong to Jessica. She knows which ones have which. So she chose the green one instead of the blue one because the green one was a trap and the blue one has the metal. Oh. The odds are better for the blue box. And why is that? Well, I just sorta... Think back to the 15-slice cake that you found the almond in. There was only one almond, and the odds of winning were 1 in 15, right? Yeah, 1 in 15. I figured that out when the cake first appeared. I thought that waiting for a lot of people to get wrong ones would make my chances for winning higher. But in the end, no matter when I ate my slice, the odds were still 1 in 15. Still, Angie, what if the servants were also having cake and it started with 20 slices? Huh? What? This is a party, right? It's not fair that the servants don't get any cake, don't you think? So let's say it was originally a 20-slice cake. The servants took out 5 slices, then redecorated it as a 15-slice cake and let you choose a slice. If so, what would your chances of choosing the right slice be? If there really were 20 slices, then the chances would be 1 in 20. However, the servants know where the almond is, so they chose 5 slices for themselves that had no almonds. In other words, they removed 5 losing slices. That'd mean your chances of winning were 1 in 15, not 1 in 20. They took out losing slices, so the odds would obviously go up. Just now, Jessica did the same thing. Jessica removed one of the 2 boxes you didn't choose. In other words, the odds that the remaining box you didn't choose was the winner went up a bit, right? I sort of get it, but not really. If you remove a losing box, it's only natural that your chances of getting the right one go up. And just now, Jessica removed the losing box from the pair of boxes I didn't choose. So doesn't it make sense that my odds of winning with those boxes went up? Now I'm getting confused. Actually, you really are incredible, Angie. Even though you're only 6, you're trying to understand posterior probability, a concept in probability theory. Probability really is interesting. I'm sure you'll like it when you get into high school and college. Go and enjoy studying it all you can. My little head was already filled to the brim. Bewildered, I had to beg Aunt Eva for an explanation. Aunt Eva wore a bitter smile too. I'll bet she doesn't really get it herself. As we felt a sense of connection through this failure, we happily grasped the medals we had wrangled out of them. Oh, I got 2 medals from... Oh yeah, because they both have a medal. Alright, just Battler and Beatrice left then. Angie, could you come over here for a second? What is it, George? George and Jessica were calling to me from the window. I can't believe the blue one was right. That was such a weird question. Aunt Eva was talking with Mom and the others, and since it looked like they'd be a while, I went over to George and Jessica. What? Looks like the quiz tournament's almost over. Yeah, there's only Battler and Beatrice left. I'm starting to get sleepy. It's probably because of that adult drink I swiped from Dad. I felt floaty ever since I drank that. That floaty feeling keeps getting stronger, and I've been feeling sleepy for a while now. I gave a huge yawn. Sleepy? Yeah. If I had a sofa, I'd probably fall asleep. I see. Then I guess it's almost time for this party to end. The party will end if I fall asleep, but I just wanted to take a nap while everyone else kept having fun. Was our puzzle just now a hard one? Yeah. I still don't really get it. And I'm sleepy. It's called posterior probability. That's what we call it when the probability of something changes because we learn or fail to learn some piece of information. Did George call me all the way over here to lecture me on math? For some reason, I feel even sleepier now. So, if we have 1 almond and 10 slices of cake, our chances of getting it are 10%. But what if we learned that those 10 pieces were chosen at random from 100 pieces? You'd think that the probability went from 1 in 10 to 1 in 100, right? Absolutely nothing has changed about your slice of cake. Depending on whether you know or don't know a certain fact, the probability of your slice being a winner changes. Doesn't that sound strange? It sounds hard, so I don't want to think about it. Angie, please, just listen until the end. Jessica's voice grew a bit stern. As young as I was, I couldn't understand what this was all supposed to mean to me. There's only one thing I want to tell you, so please, don't forget this. What? In the future, various bits of information will affect the slice of cake in your hands. By learning about those, the insides of your slice might change. Sometimes they'll change into things you want, but most likely, almost all of the changes will be bad ones. The truth is always right there in your hands, Angie. Don't you think it's stupid to let it change around just because you hear other people talking? Just because they think the truth should be one thing or another? The truth inside of you has been in your hands since the beginning. The nature of that truth is actually something you decide for yourself. You change it yourself depending on what you hear and what you refuse to listen to. You probably don't get what we're saying, but you have to understand. Even if you can't understand when you're 6 years old, I'm sure you will once 12 years have passed. With very serious expressions on their faces, they grasped my shoulders as they spoke. I don't know what they're trying to tell me. The truth that lies in your hands is not unchangeable. You'll be interfered with in many ways that'll make it change. So if the truth in your hands is really important to you, you need to protect it yourself. Don't forget it. Okay. Next is Battler and Beatrice's puzzles, and then I'm done. Oh, really? Even though there were so many of us, it looks like it's finally over. How was it? Did you enjoy tonight's party? Yeah, it was fun, but I think I'm a bit sleepy. That's no surprise, considering how much we've been running around. I rubbed my eyes. I must have gotten really excited. But whenever I get excited, I'm always tired afterwards. Right now, I'd rather have a sofa to lie on than medals. I've got a special puzzle just for you, but are you sure you want it? If you're sleepy, you can stop now. No. I've come this far, so I'll keep going. Battler and Beato laughed at my yawn. Looks like it's time to call it a day. Indeed. Angie, let us leave my puzzle for later. It's too difficult to be solved by one with eyes as sleepy as that. No way. I've come this far, and I also want Battler's medal. I'm just so sleepy. Zzz. Angie drifted over to a chair in the corner of the room and plopped down onto it. Then she closed her eyes and sat there like a doll. It didn't take long before the cute sound of her breathing in her sleep could be heard. When she saw that Angie was finally asleep, Beato spoke softly. Quiet, please, everyone. Angie fell asleep. When she spoke, the peaceful clatter that filled the rooms fell silent. Everyone looked down into Angie's sleeping face. Each of them wore an affectionate gaze, as if they just watched a baby finally drift to sleep. Did Angie have a good time? But of course. The feeling might not be so strong now, but one day she will surely remember tonight's party and understand how fun it was. You're right. It was fun for us too, getting to play with Angie. By this point, everyone was standing in a wide circle around Angie as she slept. Now that the guest of honor was asleep, this Halloween party had reached its conclusion. So long, my granddaughter. I was so pleased to have this chance to play with you again after 12 years. It matters not if you forget everything about me. Remember me as an arrogant despo. But every now and then, just try and remember how much I adored you. Sure I'll remember. Angie, you have a long life ahead of you. Even after 12 years, there's still much for you to experience. I pray that you find this life meaningful and worthwhile. You are the final grandchild and daughter of the Ushiromiya family. All of us pray for your happiness. Angie, stay well. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you make. And in fact, memories work the same way. True. There are some things that we only truly understand when we think back on them years later. Make sure you remember my pretty face every now and then. Just having you remember us is the greatest memorial service we could ever have. Oh, come on. It's not like we're dying. We're just going to the inside of the cat box.
The other side of the curtain. That's right. It's not even a curtain. It's just like we are now. Angie's there sweeping away. The rest of us are right by her side, watching over her. We'll always be with her. All of them still wore warm smiles, but the sound of sniffling came from several places throughout the room. This party wasn't only for the girl who wasn't able to be here to stay. It was also for all those people who weren't able to meet her here, who never had the chance to say goodbye. Angie, live life strongly. Our blood flows through your veins. That'll definitely bring you strength.
Eva, take care of our daughter. She's not honest with herself, and she'll often be selfish and short-tempered. She might be a pain all the time, but I'll make sure she finds happiness, as long as she wants it herself.
Angie, it's okay if you forget my face, but please at least remember the taste of my cooking.
Ha 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 ha. And I won't ask you to remember old Kumasawa, but please at least remember the taste of mackerel juice.
Someone said, when'd you feed her that? And everyone laughed wryly.
Her face looks so cute sweeping there like that. She looks like an angel, just like her name. She's not an angel, she's a witch. Angie's the final witch. Angie Beatrice. I wonder if that magic will bring her happiness. Will she become a white witch or a black witch? That's for Angie to choose. I've shown her both sides. I'm sure a painful life lies ahead for you. You'll probably believe that you're all alone in this world, but we will always be there right behind you, cheering you on. Don't forget that. Angie, don't forget. Yourself, your happiness, your fate. These are all things you create for yourself. Only you can choose them. No one else can give you them, and no one else can hide them from you. Don't forget that. I'm sure your message reached her. I hope so. I'm certain the tale of the two of us will help Angie understand. Yeah. Don't you have anything to tell her, George? I've already said all I wanted with that box puzzle. Will that puzzle teach her something? I don't know, but I do know that she's wise. I'm sure she'll learn something from it. Angie, I pray that you're guided along the right path as you move towards the future.
One by one, they stepped forward and said words of farewell to Angie. Then, finally, Battler and Beata walked forward. Angie, were you able to remember everyone, at least a little bit? Of course, Angie didn't answer in her sleep, but Battler continued. It's true that the Ushiromiyas are a strange family. We're super rich, and that's given rise to all sorts of rumors and stories. However, that's all speculation made by people outside the island. No one will blame you for forgetting these kind memories, young as you were. But even so, you must remember. It is not a sin to forget, but to not remember again is a sin. All of us, we're really happy to have you at this party. Right, everyone? Everyone nodded at Battler's words. Everyone knew about the merciless and lonely life that awaited her. It was no longer possible for them to heal those wounds. If there was one thing they could do, it was to make her remember what a kind, fun family she once had. To remind her that, both today and into the future, they would always care for her and watch over her. It goes without saying that this is an illusion. You cannot come to Rokanjima on October 4th, 1986. This whole party we shared was all a magical illusion, created by the game master Battler. But you've remembered, right? You've remembered the truth, about how kind everyone was, and how much of a blast we all had at the family conferences, right? Angie breathed softly in her sleep. Who knows if those words truly reached her. Aunt Eva. Take care of her. Do you really think that I deserve to become her mother? I do. Even though your own sadness was so unbearable, you tried so hard to be a mother for Angie. But in the end, it's okay. Angie, listen carefully. Battler grasped Angie's hand, then took Eva's hand and joined the two hands together. We know that a tragic fate leads to a future where you two hurt each other. It's a sad thing for Angie, and just as sad for Aunt Eva. It would have been cruel to ask you to open your heart to her. Likewise, it would have been cruel to ask Aunt Eva to keep on overcoming her sadness after being rejected. Neither of you is at fault. Even so, we have no right to tell you to forgive her, so we won't. Just try and understand. Doesn't matter how long it takes, how far into the future it happens. Just try and understand Aunt Eva. And every once in a while, remember us. I concur. And every once in a while, remember this very cheerful, attractive paragon of a woman, and chant my name in praise 3 times every day. The relative smiled bitterly, apparently disagreeing with some of that last bit. Eva softly stroked Angie's cheek and spoke one last time. It's okay if you don't forgive your aunt, but it's true that I don't hate you. At least understand that. Eva wiped her eyes and slowly stood up. Hideyoshi held her shoulder, and Rudolph and Kyrie gathered around her too. Genji, would you mind carrying Angie to somewhere she can lie down? As you wish. Shall I take her to the guest house? It would be a little too sad to leave her there all alone. You're right. Could you carry her to a sofa in the parlor? That way she'll be able to come back if she wakes up and feels like joining in again. Genji gently lifted Angie up and carried her towards the parlor. Everyone continued to watch over her as she left. Shannon, Cannon. In the end, how many medals did Angie gather?
She got 17 medals.
I see. Then place this by her pillow.
Yes, as you wish.
Genji carried Angie to the parlor and set her down on the sofa. Shannon quietly laid a warm blanket on top of her. Cannon placed a message card by her pillow, along with that thing Kinzo had handed them. The message card reads as follows. We'll all be with you, always. From the whole Ushiromiya family. And there... Oh. Oh, achievement unlocked the Princess Victorious. Nice. And there, right by her pillow, was the gift from Kinzo. A Beatrice doll. Angie, mumbling in her sleep, held it tightly pressed against her cheek. It didn't even say pressed there. Where did I fucking get that from? Let us go. You mustn't wake her. Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon thought she saw something glittering silver near Angie's eye. The servants left and closed the parlor door. As Angie slept, she was wrapped up in the soft sound of the rain. Surely she was reliving that fun evening once more in her dreams. That was good. That was probably one of the better scenes so far in just all of Umineko in general. And even though, hey, I don't cry at things, you know what, I'll say it, that was the most powerful scene so far, other than the ending of the Chapter 4 tea party. After putting Angie to sleep in the parlor, Genji and the others returned. Wait, I forgot. That's the end of the thing, I'm stupid. Yeah, and I guess that means I'm going to end this episode here. So, if you liked this video, be sure to press the like button. And if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!